please let us know.
Make a noise.
Seriously, because it looks like kids were like pressing buttons and stuff. So
not kids, angels.
No, never. So yeah, again, if you can hear us, are we too loud, too soft? Please let us know. We would love to know. Thank you.
Dog's creeping around back here.
Check. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Snuffles, you want to say hi?
He's back there.
You want to come say hi?
Yeah.
He does not.
Here, I'm going to go on the other feed.
Snuffles.
And see if people can hear us.
Come here.
We'll cut all this out.
You want to say hi? You want to say hi to the people?
Okay, so Jen says the audio is quiet, so we'll fix that here in a second. Here we go. Give me just a second.
I'm trying to get him to. Right here. You want to say hi? Say. Hey everybody! There's our snuffle bug. Hi.
Check 1, 2. Here we go. Okay.
Poor guy. I won't do that to you again.
Is that better? Let us know.
Oh, now he's. Here it comes. Okay.
This is all part of the experience, Clark. Here we go. All right. Hopefully that's better. Dog. Yeah, there is a dog.
Just right there. Okay, hang on. I just held him up. He doesn't want to do it again.
He doesn't want to do it again?
No, don't wait.
There we go. You can't really see him like in front of my shirt.
So dark.
So
he does have like eyes and stuff, though. They're really there.
Jen says I'm much
Let him
louder.
go. Poor guy.
Oh, sorry, buddy. There we go. Dog cam. So we should totally have like another camera in here and have it focused on the dog. So anyway, this is Tanya, if you remember her.
Hi, there's a fly in here, sorry.
There is a fly.
Also, the kids like to leave the door open.
A little bit. So
he's trying to get my drink.
Let's see here. It is 86 degrees outside, and it is 8:50 at night. It's also the longest day. I think it's like, no, I guess it's still dark outside.
Well, but we wouldn't see it from that window.
Well, yeah, that's true because of the glare. But it's the longest day of the year, so there you go.
Boom.
It is 86 degrees outside where we are. It is 80 degrees at Bay Lake at Walt Disney World. So
it's cooler at Disney World.
Yes, if you would like a brisk, cool summer vacation.
80 degree.
Yeah, go to Central Florida. So anyway, Jen says she already finished her tea. So there you go.
Cheers.
Wait, is that what that is?
It's warm milk.
Did you already say that?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I just work here. I have no idea. So tonight, let's see here. Let's go back to our questions and things.
Like he's sleeping on the floor. His little ears flopped open.
It's too hot.
Those little nubs just hanging out there.
His little nubs just hanging out. So it is definitely warm outside. So I hope that y'all are, like last week our question was this: what is your favorite way to beat the heat at Walt Disney World? And we talked about that a good bit. And this week we have a slightly different question that I'm going to put up there. Give me just a second. So interlude music. I don't really know. Hang on. We're getting there. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. Stop. Jeez. All right. What Disney movie should have an entire land at Walt Disney World, and what would you put there? So, thank you. We should make that our lounge. What do you call it when we just put up the background and make people wait?
Muzak.
It's
copyrighted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's got to be like a statute of limitations or whatever they call it on that. I don't know. So,
isn't that a new one?
What,
for the Mickey shorts?
Yeah. Hey, Ben Harris from the UK watching real time. He is in.
Hi, Ben.
Ben, how long are y'all in Walt Disney World? So they're here in the States in Walt Disney World for a while. One of our buddies from the UK knows my friend Dave Adams, and Dave and his family were supposed to be entrance music. Thank you, Jen. Dave and his family were supposed to be down there for a little bit, meeting Ben and his crew. But glad to have you on, Ben. Yeah, this is our question today. What Disney movie should...
He answered you.
Let's see. 14 nights. There you go. 14 nights. It's a good time. Sweet. Well, I hope you all have an amazing time. So, fun fact about Ben, he's never seen any of the Star Wars movies, and he went to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge for the first time today. So, there you go.
I have strong words for Ben.
Yeah, well, he has Disney Plus, so he doesn't really have an excuse.
I have strong words for you, Ben.
So, here, let me take the
You
thing
really
off the
don't?
screen.
None of the movies?
No,
Not the original? Not the nothing?
absolutely nothing. Nope.
Okay, Ben, so here's my question for you. Why? Why?
Wow.
They bring so much to my life. Why not watch them?
That's it. All right. So, let's go ahead and get rolling with this thing.
I'm just really upset. I don't know that
It's-
I can get past this and
well,
go on with the show.
You need to you're having a moment.
I need a moment.
Just having a moment.
Ben
Real
just broke my
quickly.
heart.
Jen says, "What? No Star Wars, Ben?" Yeah, it's.
Ben,
Shane said, "Ben just made me nauseous." Yeah.
nauseated. But that's cool, Shane. We'll let you stay.
Oh man.
He's going somewhere I cannot follow.
Look,
I just can't follow.
So Ben's probably our resident. He's probably okay.
Ben's like,
okay.
I am never commenting on this show
He's
ever
like,
again.
I'm done. Why did I even come here? Okay, I'll make a start soon. Yeah, it's like what am I even doing here?
I have
right
a
now?
friend the other day who was like, I think I want to watch Star Wars. I'll just watch them through in chronological order. And I was like, no,
don't start there.
no.
Don't do that.
Talk
Just
to me
don't.
before you do
Oh,
anything.
man.
Don't do anything without talking to me.
Seriously, like Ben, just talk to Tanya. She's like a bigger.
Surely Ben knows to start with 4. Come on, Ben.
Hopefully, you at least know that. So seriously though, there is an order. She's much more of a Star Wars nerd than I am. Maybe even
No, Ben.
No,
No,
don't do
no,
that.
don't start at 1. That's
Don't.
not the beginning. He is never going to comment on our show ever.
To quote Anakin, no. Okay, you'll find out what that means. Maybe the Solo movie if you want. I like Solo.
4 through 6, then 1 through 3, then stop.
Solo was very good. Solo was very good. I mean, I liked
4
it.
through 6, 1 through 3, Clone Wars.
So some people say like Solo should not have even been made. I liked it. I thought it was good.
I thought it was fine.
But Rogue One is the best standalone film of any of them.
Yeah.
Ben, like seriously, Ben, if you have to watch like any of the Star Wars movies by themselves, like as a standalone film, go Rogue One.
Just 4 through 6. Just start with the basics. Y'all are overwhelming him.
Well, yeah, I mean you could do that. That's fine. All right.
4 through 6. Ben.
Jen says 4 through 6, 1 through 3, then Rogue One, then 7 through 9.
You don't have to watch 7 through 9.
So anyway, I think that makes sense.
You just
You'll
don't.
get it. So you'll
don't
get
have
it.
to.
But he got to ride Riders of the Resistance, so that was fun, and he said
That's
he enjoyed
good.
that. So, but Rise was fantastic. Yeah, well worth the extra $15.
Oh, right? Like,
For-
it
for
really
sure.
is. It's incredible.
Ben, I'm just curious, were the guns working? Like the big giant cannon gun things that go forward and backwards? Because for a while they weren't working, so I'm hoping they were.
Yeah,
Shane
agrees
says,
on Rogue One.
absolutely agree on Rogue One. Like the storytelling in that film was so good. All right, we're
It was
getting
really
like
good.
way off track. So
Nope. This is exactly where I meant to take it today. He just didn't know.
there it is. All right.
I talk about Star Wars.
Thanks for tuning
every
into
day.
Travel Tips Tuesday. We'll
Star
see
Wars
you
edition.
next time. Star Wars edition. Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Tonight, this is Travel Tips Tuesday. It is June the 21st, 2022. Our topic for this evening is last-minute travel ideas, which I don't have a slide for, so sorry about that.
Did you even prepare for this?
I mean, see, what time is it? Maybe 30 minutes ago.
That's
And
how
our
we roll.
question of the day, which we did put up there earlier, is this. Speaking of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, what Disney movie should have an entire land at Walt Disney World, and what would you put there? So, armchair imagineering. It could be like a food thing. It could be an attraction. It could be like a building, a character, whatever. I mean, whatever you could think of. What Disney movie should have an entire land at Walt Disney World, and what would you put there? I've already had a lot of great comments over in my personal feed that we'll get to here in a little bit. But if you would like to share yours live here, feel free to go ahead and do that here in just a little bit.
That's a deep question.
Yeah. Well, seriously though, I like to go deep. Gives some people something tangible to chew on. It's good. So, all right. Travel news.
Have you watched the new Chip and Dale movie, Rescue Rangers movie?
Have I?
Yeah.
No, I have not. Have you?
No.
No.
But my friend told me about it, and it sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
And
There's
it was made for our generation.
Like a lot
it
of
was made for
cameos
us.
in there. So I want to meet and greet with Sir.
Ben needs to just stop commenting. Ben, I think we're going to have to cut you off. Did you see what he said? We need to just cut him off.
I don't even want to put that
truly offending
up there.
me. No, don't put it up. Don't give voice to this
Actually, you
man.
know what? I kind of want to. So the people that are on here live are seeing. I'm gonna put this up here because take down Galaxy's Edge and make Toy Story Land bigger.
Ben.
All right, that's okay. Everybody has a right to their opinion. All right. So anyway, travel news. The Disney Wish arrived in Port Canaveral, so that's pretty exciting. I think that happened either this morning or yesterday morning. I can't remember.
I don't know if that fly needs to go.
Yeah. So pretty exciting that the ship is finally here. Guests will be boarding soon. So that's pretty awesome. Also, yesterday started the Halfway to Holidays celebration at Walt Disney World.
That's not what that date
Well,
says.
it's like they started promoting it. It actually starts on June 23rd, but they started promoting it yesterday to try and just get some feelers out there. And as Disney does, they say they have like an official start date for something, so you may actually
Ben
see
chose violence tonight.
violence
Shame.
tonight. What is? All right. Okay. All right. This is like getting out of control. All right, babe, we should have you on. Like, you should come on more often. Like, I know there's a time difference, but this is good times. We're only like a 13-14 hour drive from Orlando. Just hop in the car and get back with the fam in a couple of days. It'll be all right.
15 with our blessed children.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, Huntsville, Alabama, the top of Alabama. I live like 5 minutes down the road from Dave, and we're also home to Space Camp, so that's fun.
Space Camp.
Yeah, send your kids to Space Camp and ride the whatever they've got over there. So Halfway to Holidays is the actual dates of that are June 23rd to the 30th. So
a short.
Yes. So one of the questions that I've been getting is, when will tickets for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party go on sale? My guess would be pretty soon after this. Most
or during,
likely.
maybe? Do you think?
Yeah, potentially even during. You never know. They're probably trying to prime the interest a little bit without like intentionally doing something. But they are going to have some snacks and some things out from the holiday season, including what's the Star Wars holiday? I can't remember what it's called.
Life Day?
Yes, Life Day. So as of last month, when I went in for the Guardians preview, they still had Life Day mugs out in some of the Starbucks locations.
Bless them. Disney's really trying to push the
So,
Life Day, and the vast majority of
this
Star
could
Wars
just be
fans are not on board. They're not on board.
It's just the whole Halfway to the Holidays thing could just be a ploy to like
Try to sell the rest of their Life Day merch from last year.
Yeah.
Good luck.
So anyway, also Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. There are a few different food items that are going to be out there from the 23rd to the 30th. Disney's Grand Floridian. They'll have the Very Merry Minnie Mouse Cupcake. Disney's Animal Kingdom Lodge. Over at the Mara, they'll have the Peppermint Bark Cheesecake. That sounds delicious. And this is one of the things that I wanted: the Gold Christmas Tree Popcorn Bucket. I believe this is the one that lights up. Will be available at some various stands at Disney Springs. So not like just one location, so people don't like go crazy, but they'll have it at a few different locations.
Figment.
At Disney Springs. And then last but not least, Joffrey's at Disney Springs will have a peppermint mocha and white chocolate gingerbread latte. I'm hoping they will be available in frozen or iced versions, because it's like ridiculously
I really like
warm.
Joffrey's.
You don't like it?
I really like Joffrey's.
Oh, you do. I do too.
Jen says she's going to miss Festival of the Arts.
So, all right.
Which is sad.
Yeah.
But she'll take the Life Day merch. Is that what she said?
Yes. So, Jen says, I'm sad I'm going to miss Festival of the Arts for a few days. I got the 5K, and yes, the Life Day. There it is. So, good stuff. All right. Shane Fontaine, he must be on the Emperor's side. Good. You have chosen poorly. All right. Also, Adventures by Disney. And here's one of the big things that dropped, I don't know, a week or so ago. Adventures by Disney launched a Disney Parks around the world, or actually started promoting a Disney Parks around the world, like, adventure, I guess. If you wanna call it that.
It looks so awesome.
So you hit every single Disney park around the world, including like 3 or 4 like world-renowned historical sites.
The Taj Mahal, the Eiffel Tower, Skywalker Ranch.
Yes, Skywalker Ranch. So it's not just the parks; it's like other.
You spend the night at Skywalker Ranch.
So
in like a private jet. It's like limited to what, 75 people?
75 people, and they have like their own like chefs. There's like medical staff they travel with. It's like if you could think of a VIP experience and think of a way to like plus it in every level. This is it. Limited to 75 people, and it's a private chartered flight from like Icelandic Air or something like that.
I don't know, all over the world.
But it's a customized Boeing 757. So we're not talking like a little like puddle jumper, right? This is like a legit customized private jet with luxury seating. Like they're not going to shove you back in coach. And
the picture that I saw looked like what you would expect from a private jet, like little seats in arranged in booths, or like facing towards the center of the plane, like sofas.
Yeah. So it's pretty amazing.
Jen said, like every place on Soarin'. It's basically Soarin'. It
is. Adventures by Disney,
but enclosed.
Soarin' edition.
The guy who voices Kronk does all the here are the exit videos.
Patrick Warburton.
Hey, did someone say they wanted to make Emperor's New Groove into a land? Is that what they've done?
Yes.
That's your question of the day.
Where did that go? We'll pull that back up.
Surely someone said Emperor's New Groove land. This is now Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah, Jen said that. Pull the lever, Kronk. Emperor's New Groove. Also, I love Robin Hood, where we were in Prince John's carriage, but I love Sir Hiss, so I'd buy it. There you go.
Okay.
All right, so Adventures by Disney. By the way, if you don't know what Adventures by Disney is, you're a Disney Parks enthusiast. Adventures by Disney is the land tour wing of Disney Destinations. They do a lot of really cool private land tour experiences, some that are shorter escapes and some that are longer to a lot of world-renowned destinations. They do them for families. They do them for private groups. They have some that are adult-only as well. So
Shane's trying to push in on our business here.
Shane is. If you guys want to go... Shane, you have been blacklisted from the show.
You now cannot, you nor Ben can comment any longer. Look, Ben called it Soarin' Live. All right, Ben, you can comment again.
Hashtag Soarin' Live. There you go. Yeah, no, we'll let you back in. All right. Also, in more recent news, minivans are returning to Walt Disney World, June 29th.
Which are not actually vans. Does that drive anyone else crazy?
Yeah,
they're just me.
They're all SUVs. Yeah, but it's like a thing.
Right? It just bothers me.
Yeah, hang on a second.
But vans are. Go the other way. Go the other way.
Salud.
Why does he can go that way or this way?
Well, I
he goes,
can't.
There's
I'm trapped in by my little mic thing here.
Well, your mic thing's not going to catch your germs. It doesn't matter. Look, you woke up the dog.
I woke up the dog. All right. Minivans return June the 29th. Minivans, by the way, you can access...
Mini not vans.
Mini not vans. Mini Not Vans return via the Lyft app on June the 29th. They will allow you transportation basically anywhere on Walt Disney World property at this time. We'll get to that in a second.
I'm sorry, I'm loving the comments.
At this, we'll show some.
I really need to sit closer to the computer. No.
All right. I'm going to turn it this way so you just can't see it.
Y'all.
All right. No, seriously, at this time.
This is important. Camera, so I look smaller.
This is Travel Tips Tuesday, right? Not Make Fun of Ben Harris Tuesday.
I don't know. That's what I signed up for.
All right.
I'm pretty sure.
Seriously,
my employment papers say make fun of Ben Harris Tuesday.
Fair enough. Minivans are available through the Lyft app to basically take you anywhere on Walt Disney World property. In the past, they were available to pick you up at Orlando International Airport. They are not right now, but they can take you from your hotel to Disney Springs to one of the parks, basically anywhere. So they are driven by Disney cast members, fun Disney music. The drivers typically know a lot of like Disney trivia, and it's not just like your run-of-the-mill like Lyft, Uber experience. And they also have they carry up to 2 car seats as well. So
probably forward-facing 5-point.
Yes. Yep. So just be aware of that as well. And then this week, in 2 days, the Hoop-Dee-Doo musical review finally returns to Pioneer Hall over at Fort Wilderness. So we're pretty excited about that.
Yay!
Ben, I would be curious if you're going or not. because I totally think you should try and get a reservation there if you have never been, because I know you've been to Walt Disney World. It's just been a little while. And then last but not least, on our travel news list, Finding Nemo: Big Blue and Beyond is now live. It recently returned, so there we go. Tanya, hang on. Tanya is literally like two of my favorite Muppets.
I'm a Muppet now. That was the worst Statler and Waldorf I've ever done. Don't play that back.
Wow. You're Statler and Waldorf in one person.
And you're Kermit.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog here. So yeah, Ben, I'll be curious. Have you all seen? Like, I don't know how long you've been there. Have you seen the new version of it? I've heard it's a little bit shorter, but a lot of the new
Nemo?
Finding Nemo, Big Blue and Beyond. A lot of the key elements I think are still there, but they've changed. I think some of the lighting, special effects, and stuff like that, and they've shortened it down.
Comment?
What did you say? Banned like every other Disney face group I met. Hashtag life goals. No, Shane, you will always have a place here. You can be our like resident heckler if you want. I mean, that's kind of Tanya's job.
Like, what am I, chopped liver?
But like online heckler, so you're like the in-person version.
That's true.
Right?
Jen's too supportive to be a heckler.
You know how some podcasts with big followings, not us, have moderators? You can be our first moderator, Shane. How about that?
That's not the same as a heckler.
No, it's not. But
we would need a moderator for the hecklers. He could
get into the comments and just like heckle people like he's doing now.
Oh, not just us.
But yeah, not just us, right? And we could help stir the pot even further because that's what we're all about.
That's what we do here.
Right. We're not about practical travel advice. We're about just making fun of people.
Listen.
All right. So I'm like Fozzie. Last week you said I was your mod. Hey, yes, you are as well. Sorry. All right. Jen, you are like for real.
Like for real.
All right. So Disney news, last minute travel ideas. That's where we're at. Again, our question of the day is this right here. What movies should have an entire land at Walt Disney World, and what would you put there? We'll get to that kind of at the end. But I want to go ahead and start talking about some last minute travel ideas. May throw some Disney stuff in there a little bit. But this is just a real quick list.
It's not too late.
To kind of get you thinking. No, it's not too late. Even for Walt Disney World for the summer, I booked a group of 5, 2 kids and 3 adults for a basically 1 week stay in July at Disney's All-Star Music Resorts and the family suites there. They're like $300-something a night that will sleep up to 6 adults. So it's a lot of great value. You have access to the Disney bus transportation system, get to the parks and the whole bit. So it's a great idea. Not too late to book a summer Disney trip. However, if you wait like a week or less, be aware park pass availability, dining reservations, all that kind of stuff still a thing.
Although I will say, y'all know from my trip back in March, April, you don't have to go to the parks to have a really great time at Disney.
Yeah. So last minute travel
more
ideas.
than Disney.
Yes, more than Disney. And by the way, like these things on this list that we're about to read are things we talked about before, but they're more than Disney. So let's go back.
But y'all know we do more than Disney, right?
Yes.
Every now and then someone still goes, I thought you only did Disney. No, we do much, much more.
Yep.
That's why John's little email line says Disney and more or something.
And more.
Just like that.
Next
time you get an email from John, you have to read it like that.
Yes, you do. If you get emails from me,
and if
you
should.
If you don't, for those of you that are listening out there in podcast land, all 17 of you, feel free to click the all the things link. Click. There's an opportunity to drop your email address in there. I'll add you to my email list. Yeah, thank you. I can't talk.
Click.
It's 912 and 1400 degrees Fahrenheit in here. That we're literally in the warmest.
I can't see those anymore. I'm too tired.
We're in the warmest room in our house. It does not get good circulation.
James Spann posted something the other day that was talking about the temperatures coming up, how they're going to be very hot.
Yep.
And the last, he listed the last,
tell
several...
people who James Spann are. They're not...
Oh, he's our weatherman in Alabama. He is the man, Spann the man.
Spann the man.
And so it was a post on Facebook about how many times it had gotten over 100 in June, in recent years. and he listed several years, and 2 of the years were 2012 and 2016. Both years, I was hugely pregnant, and we were moving in June. And I remember the day we moved. So Evelyn was in my belly. It was 2012. It was literally 106. I don't mean like that's what my car said, because he goes through this whole big thing. Like, you can't just trust a thermometer that you have slapped on the back of your house or whatever. Like, it has to be.
That was not the heat index.
It has to have circulating air, and it has to have a shade. Like, it's got to have all this stuff. It was actually reported as 106 that day.
Yes.
And I was 7 months pregnant. And then in 2016, we moved here to our first house here in Madison. And I was 8 months pregnant.
Yep.
And it was like 102.
Yep.
Or something like that. And everyone's like, that's so hard to do when you're that pregnant. I'm like, I just sat inside the air conditioning and told people where to set stuff. It was like the easiest.
Tell them where I was.
Moving stuff.
Yeah, I was like inside.
Sweating.
I was inside a 26-foot Penske box truck unloading it. Which, by the way, if you're in 106 degree heat in full sun,
is actually more than 106.
You're basically in a convection oven. So there you go.
There you go.
All right.
Anyway,
so last minute travel ideas. First thing on the list is the beach. So it's literally a little bit cooler at the beach right now than it is here.
Beach.
So, you get the wind coming off the water, even if it's like, 90 degrees or whatever, it feels a lot cooler than it is.
We can book the beach.
It's relaxing, right?
You
it's
let
fun.
us know.
You can go fishing. You get people riding on jet skis. You can go eat some good seafood if that's your thing.
You can do like I like to do and alternate between reading and napping.
Yes, reading and napping.
Well, that was before kids.
Right. Plus, or you can just get up early. Get to do it again. My favorite thing to do when I go to the beach is just to get up early and like listen to the waves.
No.
When like nobody else is up.
No.
If I'm not like still asleep, which anyway.
You should be on vacation.
Sometimes I'll get up early and go for a run. I've done that before. All right. Moving on. Number 2, cabin in the mountains. So if you don't have mountains near you, there's probably a location that you can go and grab a cabin.
We have some near us. You can come down and borrow ours.
Yes, this is true. We got a cabin. No, we don't have a cabin.
No, mountains.
Yeah, you can borrow our mountains.
Yeah.
Take them home with you if you want.
Well,
So
we want them back.
We've got the Smoky Mountains. We're also in the kind of lower Appalachia, which is sort of the gateway to the Appalachian Mountains. And we have
Appalachian Mountains.
We have several great state parks that are pretty, some natural preserves close to us.
Southern features, the Great Mountains, Blue Ridge Mountains.
That should be our intro music from now on.
Great Smoky Mountains, Cumberland Mountains, Mount Mitchell.
Old school. Ooh, all right. Ooh, I'm gonna go back to Shane's question here in just a second. This is actually really cool. Don't read it out loud yet. I'm gonna put it up there. I like that. That's good. I think we're gonna end our conversation there, Shane. That's good. I like that. So if you're here watching live on Facebook, I think on my personal feed is where that is. You can see Shane's question, but we'll get there.
Cabin in the mountains.
In a little bit. Cabin in the mountains. So lots of great opportunities, all over the country, different versions of cabins.
We can book those too.
You can sleep in teepees. You can go glamping. You can treehouse. I mean, all sorts of stuff. Right? Just dream about it. Think about it.
I always wanted to stay in a treehouse. Have I ever told you that?
Fun. Yeah.
I have?
Yes. Oh. I think so.
He listens sometimes.
Occasionally. Every now and then. And in a similar vein, camping trips. Camping trips are a great idea. For some people, it's like, no, I'm never going to do that. But honestly, it's about the sense of adventure and memories and bugs and all that kind of stuff are just part of it. I would not necessarily go this time of year that we're in now, but maybe fall or early mid spring is a good time. And then 4, this is kind of random, but I put on here cities where kids museums are. Hear me out for a second. Okay. A lot of most bigger cities and even some smaller to mid-sized cities have kids museums, like Discovery Museum.
Gadsden has a little kids museum.
They do, yes.
That's not a smaller to mid-sized.
No, and then Chattanooga, Tennessee has one that we used to be members of.
That's a good one.
That's really great. Birmingham, Alabama has the
Atlanta
McCoy
Rogers.
Center. Yeah. So there are a lot of great kids museums, and
I want to take the girls to Chicago to go to the flagship American Girl.
Oh, that would be fun. Yeah. So think about stuff that
we can book all these.
Yes. So like think about stuff that your kids
Do you see the
might
pattern
like
here?
doing. So this is like specifically
We
put
can look
on
these
here
for you
for
last
families because a lot of times we like to think big, like ooh Disney or ooh Universal or like cruise or whatever. Like, those are great things. They're wonderful trips, but sometimes you just need like a little quick last minute getaway sort of experience. Fifth, 5 and 6, I did put cruises and then 6 all inclusives on this list for 2 reasons. Actually, mainly just one reason, just to be frank, is that some resorts, not all, but some resorts, when they are not full or close to capacity, will promote last minute deals. And those are kind of hard to predict. They're not guaranteed. So for people that do have flexible schedules, and maybe you've got a lot of airline points banked up, or flexible budget to be able to make that happen, as far as like airfare it goes, could be a good idea. You're like, I don't know where to go. I just want to go somewhere where I don't have to worry about anything. Cruising is a great, great idea. We'll let you see a lot of different things, experience the beach, relaxation. Same things with a lot of all-inclusives that are out there. So I'm going to circle back around to Shane's question. We'll kind of camp out here for a little bit, and then we'll go into our question of the day and then wrap it up. Shane asked this: what are you guys' thoughts on just arriving to an airport and picking a flight and just going? I feel like we've planned everything to death so much that it would be refreshing to be spontaneous. Yes. So I love that idea. Now, I guess like some questions come up. I start thinking about, well, like what if you have kids or whatever? But I think there's a sense of adventure there that that you get that will leave everybody kind of, in suspense. You got to go into a situation like that with a degree of flexibility. And realize that you're not going for the destination, but you're really going for the people that you're with, I think, in a lot of ways. So, yeah,
That's
I
fun.
love that.
I like it.
I love it. I think it's a great, great idea. Charles Quall says, Shane, I'm probably going to do that someday. And probably, by the way, is not probably, it's probably.
That's how I say
Prolly. It's the Georgia pronunciation.
That's how we say it.
Of
He saw my mom the other day.
He did?
Yeah, he was at the church.
Oh, well, that's fun.
I don't remember the exact day.
Say hey to Ira if you're in Roswell.
Hey, Ira.
Hey, Ira.
No, I've even heard about agents doing that too, where people contact their agent. You would contact us, not Shane. And you'd say like, hey, this is our budget. These are our dates. Go. And we could make plans and, reveal them to you in due time. So that would be another, it's like another take on that kind of same vein. But I think that's fun. I think that's really fun. Just especially this time of year, anywhere domestic is generally going to be hot.
Yeah.
So it's not like you'd be packing for all these different environments. If you're just going to make a weekend trip out of it, especially if you don't have children. Mm-hmm. There's so much flexibility there. And everywhere you go is going to have cool stuff. Everywhere you go is going to have something interesting, unique. I think that's a really fun idea.
Yeah, it's good stuff. I love it. Love it.
I love it.
Thank you so much. All right. What movie should have an entire land at Walt Disney World, and what would you, not you, but you. Look at this. Hang on. I'm going to put this up there. There's a company in the UK that does that. You get an email in the morning saying where you're going. So
yeah, no, we have those in the U.S. too, but then we don't make commission off of that. So you just contact your travel agent.
Yeah, I actually no. I've got a friend that's a Travelmation travel agent. Shane probably knows him, but his name is Kyle Pinkard. He is the king of all inclusives. He does a lot of all inclusive work, and Kyle's a good old Georgia boy.
Yeah,
and he actually has done this for clients where they will give him a budget. Say, hey.
That's what I just said.
No. I'm just like, they do all that. Give them a budget and like,
y'all heard me say this, right?
Or cool or whatever. And then just dates and, plan it, make it happen.
I said.
Yeah. So, all right.
I literally just said all of this.
I know. I'm just saying I have a friend that does that.
I know. I said there are agents. We know agents that do this.
Hang on a second. Domestic dispute.
I just said we know. Y'all, he's mansplaining again. Don't start with me.
Finish the show.
I'm just waiting till we get out of here so I can go be Tooth Fairy.
Tooth Fairy. That's true. We had a daughter lost a tooth tonight.
She yanked it out so she could get her money.
Aurora says, wouldn't it be fun to have Land's theme from Coco and Encanto? The colors would be so vibrant. The food would be amazing. 100% agree with you on that.
Food.
Johnny and Jessica, don't know which one it is.
One or both.
Say, the girls, our family would love Frozen. That would be so cool. That's what I said. Ian said, let it go. And I said, some things will never change. It's a moment that had to happen. All right. Heather says Lilo and Stitch. I put the Hawaiian roller coaster ride out there. Definitely missed opportunity if that didn't happen. Ian has one on here that I'm going to come back to kind of at the end because I really, really like that one. Jen says, pull the lever, Kronk. We talked about hers earlier. Emperor's New Groove.
Lever!
I would love a Robin Hood ride where we are in Prince John's carriage, and she also loves her hiss, so there's that. Pete's Dragon ride would be cool. Patrick says Ice Age. And
That didn't used to be Disney, did it? Didn't Disney buy that?
No. That happened when they acquired Fox, I think. Let's see here. Not sure what that is. Charles says, I think Run Cougar Run would have one area with a bar where attractive. Oh, wait. I'm guessing you meant something different. There we go. Seems like Toy Story would be natural for a whole park, not just to land. A no-brainer ride would be Infinity and Beyond.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, like Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, and I believe Toy Story Land does have room for at least one more feature attraction.
Toy Story Land's about to open a new restaurant.
Yes, they are. A full table service restaurant.
For me, that is an attraction.
Just for her. Just for her. Levia says low-hanging fruit, Zootopia at Animal Kingdom.
Yep.
I feel like there's a Zootopia that opened or is about to open in another Disney park, like in Asia. One of those. I can't remember which one. Marvel anything. Seriously, though, I think Ian had the best suggestion, which again we'll be going back to. Megan says Mary Poppins. There should be a ride that takes you into the Chalk Picture, a restaurant that looks like the Jolly Holiday scene, like Disneyland, but more themed, and an attraction where you're on the ceiling like Uncle Albert. That would be fun. And Chimney Sweep Street Performers. There we go. And then Jared comments on the back end. I feel like Ratatouille ride could have done all of this. Wendy says it would be great to bring Radiator Springs to Walt Disney World. That would be amazing. Truly would. Radiator Springs is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I hate that families who can maybe not do the trip to Anaheim don't get to experience it. You literally feel like you're in the movie, especially when the neon turns on at night. Which, by the way, I was looking at weather earlier today. Currently in Madison, Alabama, weather update is 83 degrees.
I don't care.
In John Wayne Airport, Orange County, California, close to Anaheim, 74 degrees. So there you go.
And it's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat. You literally feel like you're in the movie. So, yeah, really cool. Shane says, he's back in the game. Shane says, Aladdin killer architecture, magic carpet ride, semi-scary and a thrill ride using Genie that battles Jafar Genie. I like that, but the word Genie is kind of a sensitive subject for Disney right now. I won't go there. Jody, the man, the myth, the legend, says, I would change Tom Sawyer Island to Princess and the Frog, take Aunt Polly's and make it Tiana's. You couldn't get a reservation. It would be so popular. Tiana's is the best restaurant of the DCL fleet. Put a Mama Odie meet and greet at the end where the fort is. Love that idea. So good. Good stuff.
All right, go back to Ian's.
So, yeah, let's go back to Ian's.
And then I need to go to sleep.
And then we might both be asleep before we walk out. So, kind of ending somewhat on a serious note for those of you that are still watching. But I really like this idea. He says, thinking of having something both fun and meaningful inside out, normalizing taking care of mental health and making it fun. And completely agree with that and the reasoning behind it for sure. Ian says, drawing inspiration from Walt's concept of Epcot, he was looking to the future. In the decades to come, I think our future is going to hinge on our ability to take care of ourselves and be healthy, beyond the usual stuff we think of. This would also take on how we see and value work, violence, school shootings, and so on. So I think using Inside Out as a vehicle to start conversations on mental health would fit in very well. I think especially somewhere in Epcot, especially kind of just sort of the forward-thinking idea. You know, it just I think it really makes sense.
Me too.
I think it really makes sense, and I think this is a good idea, and I love that.
I like it.
So, rolling back in the, let's see here, comments real quick, just to see if there's anything else interesting in there. Charles says he did see Ira. Every time I'm in an airport
Hi, Mom.
and I pass a gate for New Orleans flight, I'm tempted to just blow off wherever and do the NOLA thing. There you go. Charles says, Shane says, Charles calls, I somewhat did it with my last job. We would get a 72-hour notice where we were going somewhere, and I always loved it. Doing it in more vacation setting, I'm sure it would be so much more enjoyable and interesting.
I agree.
So, good stuff. Good comments. Good talk today, everybody.
Good job, guys.
Good job. So, thumbs
Except
up.
Ben.
This is what, except Ben. Are you still watching Ben? We love you, Ben.
He long gone.
He's like, I need a nap. Look, no, he's still there.
Oh, yay.
He's still there. So,
Is that the temperature?
and bringing it, circling back around, I mean, there's room for around 5 rides right near Toy Story. I mean, you're not wrong, right? There's still part of the backlot tour show building that you can see if you look through the hedges. So it's the show building where the tram used to pull up outside of it, when you were getting off of it. You remember because you were on the
I do remember. I worked there.
So
I worked a backlot tour.
you can still see part of that building back there. So it's not like all that's not like completely gone. But there's some room to flex back there. So definitely for sure. I'm excited to see what comes up in the future. So anyway, yeah, good stuff. So next week on Travel Tips Tuesday, we'll be back.
Talking about something.
We'll be talking about something. If you have any suggestions,
let us know.
click the link for all the things and shoot me an email and let me know what you think. So we've been hearing from some listeners, which has been kind of cool. At least I have by email. We've heard from one from Australia via Facebook. I told you about
shocking.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I heard from another gentleman via email recently, which was fun. So, shout out to the family from Australia if you are listening to this episode. Appreciate y'all reaching out, and I hope y'all have a fantastic time on your cruise. It was great to talk to you all. So, that's all I got. You got anything? Any closing words? Snuffles?
He says.
He gone. All right. We hope you'll have a magical rest of your night, and we will see you again very, very soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.